working on something with positiveness in my mind.
That was really inspiring. That was seriously, it seemed like a motivational talk, to be
Yeah,
honest, in the middle of the session.
let
So,
me
yeah.
tell you, I mean,
Mm.
I have not been able to see your face on my from your side. I can see only the name written, Amen,
Oh
on
my
my
goodness.
screen.
I wonder
Yeah,
why.
but
I don't know. The video is on. The video has been
yeah,
on. Maybe you would be able to see it in the recording. I hope so. Fingers crossed.
yeah, of course, I know that, and that's why. Good
Hello.
morning.
Just
Am I
a
audible?
second. Yes, yes. You're audible. Am I? Can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, of course.
Everything okay? All right. It's just that the power went off at my place just now and I had to log in from my mobile phone. So that's what
Okay,
happened.
okay.
Okay. All right. How are
Yeah,
you doing, Raj?
I'm doing great. Thank you. And how are you? Did you sleep well
Fantastic. I'm
last
doing
night?
really well. Yes, yes, I slept pretty well last night. Just give me a few seconds, huh? Just a few seconds.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so today I just wanted to talk to you a bit about the topic first salary. Would you be comfortable
Yeah, of
discussing
course.
this, or do you have anything else to talk about or share?
I do not have anything to talk about in particular, but we can
Mhm.
go any way, like a general talk, or even this
Yes.
topic is nice. And if I share
Yeah.
my experience, I
Hmm.
remember that time I was in standard 8, and one that time I had given the tuition,
Hmm.
and for that I had gotten 200 rupees.
So that's a good memory, right? So what did you do
Yeah.
with that money? Did you hand it over to anyone in your family, or did you use it for something that you wanted?
No, I had given it to my mother.
So sweet. So more and more people, especially youngsters these days, are aspiring to retire early. You know, there was a time when maybe you're 60, 65. That is, of course, the ideal age of retirement. That's when most people get retired. But a lot of people these days aspire to retire by 40, 45. So do you think it's practical in today's day and age with so many different types of professions that have come? So do you think it's possible to achieve this?
It depends upon what kind of field you are in. And
Hmm.
for example, I mean, if somebody is professional sportsman, then
Yeah.
of course, they will retire at this age. But if they are
Hmm.
in some other kind of job, that nine to
Yeah.
five job generally in any private company or any department or anywhere else, then it is tough to retire at this age because there are so
Hmm.
many responsibilities with a person
Yeah.
because of which whatever you plan that
Hmm.
doesn't that doesn't that work that way, and you have to keep changing your plan or
Yeah.
making amendments in your plan, deciding something else,
Yes.
or fixing another goal, aiming for another goal.
Absolutely.
So in that way,
Absolutely.
it is really tough
Mhm.
for a general worker to
Mhm.
retire at the age of 40. Only if somebody is really talented and
Mm.
somebody is professional in any profession or
Yeah.
or maybe a businessman, then of course
Yeah.
they can have certain scenario where they will have more time as a rest
Mm.
and then
Mm.
a few time just to go and check up that if something going
Yeah.
as planned or not. So in that way they can aim for that, but a complete
Mm.
retirement is impossible.
Makes sense. I think your views I completely I relate with that. It's possible for some people if you come from a privileged background, then I think it's not a big deal to retire early. But for a person who's had to build everything from scratch, then
Right.
retiring early, I don't think that's even there on top of their mind. They just want to work as much as possible and work for their family or give them a better life. So I think they come with that sort of an ambition. So
Right.
have you heard of idiom born with a silver spoon in mouth? So have you heard this?
Yeah, first.
Hmm. So can you explain what it means in your own words?
I mean, when we talk about Bollywood, we talk a lot about nepotism.
Mm.
We say that all these, I mean, the young stars, the son
Mm.
and daughters of famous stars, must
Yeah.
have born with silver spoon. But of course, at the same time, we forget that to to do good at any field, in any field, we
Mm.
one need a talent. So they can get one or two movies because of the name of their father. But if they are able to sustain their career for a longer period of time, then
Mm.
definitely they have worked hard for that. And it's not only because they were born with a silver
Absolutely, yes. So talent can be found anywhere, right? Um,
spoon.
what do you think? Okay, you gave the example of the Hindi film industry, and you spoke about that. You spoke that some people are talented, but they are born in a privileged background, so people target them. What
Right.
do you think about those people who come from very small towns, who are immensely talented, and they're looking for auditions, they're looking for the opportunities, but they're not being given any opportunity because they don't come with a certain surname. So, what do you think about that? It's fair, it's unfair, it's a harsh reality. What do you feel?
Even though it is harsh reality, I feel that there are so many fields where you will have some difficulties in the starting to prove yourself. But if you
Yeah.
are honest with yourself, with your
Mm-hmm.
work, and you are
Yeah.
talented, then you will definitely find a place. You will definitely get whatever is due to you. So I don't think
Hmm.
a problem there, only if you are talented. And there have been many examples of that as well. Even in film industry, like
Mm.
if I take the name, I just forgot the name. I
No,
mean,
no worries. When you remember,
yeah,
you can tell. That's fine, not a problem. Okay, then, fine. So, got to know about all of this, and money is one way to measure richness, right? And knowledge is another way to measure a person's richness in terms of their intelligence, how sensible they are, how mature they are. So, what is more important, richness in terms of wealth or richness in terms of mind, your thoughts? What do you think is more significant?
personally, I feel that richness in terms of knowledge and richness in terms of knowledge is most important for me,
Mm-hmm.
and it
Mm-hmm.
would be beneficial for others as well. Because if you are rich only in terms of money, you would not be able to manage that. But if you have
Yeah.
knowledge, you can make the money. So, as it is rightly said, that not
Mm-hmm.
only health is wealth, but of course, mind is above everything as well. And
Mind is above everything.
that is the reason human being is almost ruling above all the living beings. So we are able to manage things, or we have developed so much so that we can
Yeah.
control almost everything. And
True.
all this is possible only because of the use of knowledge and mind.
True. If you're very intelligent, if you're skilled at something, I think that can lead you to great riches in life. If you're very good at
Of
math,
course,
right? So you can inspire a lot of students to learn from you. So that
right,
would open a stream of income. If you're very skilled, maybe at music or painting, so then if you are in the right environment, that art will help you to earn, right? So yeah,
right,
obviously. So in all of this, right, knowledge, money, and fame, and all of that, what
yeah.
factor does, like, how important is luck? How important is the luck factor in your opinion? Can a person who is immensely talented achieve big things in life if luck is not in their favor? What do you think?
It depends. I
Mm-hmm.
cannot say certainly that in whose favor how much luck has favored, but of course there is a concept like luck. And I always give the example of cricket. So let
Mm,
me put one another example here, that on a certain day a batsman is dropped
mm,
twice or thrice and then goes on to score
mm,
150 runs. And at the same time, even if
mm,
he is in form, a very good delivery can get him out on the very first ball, or I mean, unimaginable catch would be taken by some fielder,
mm,
then his inning would get over, maybe in crucial matches like World Cup, and then he will have to wait for another 4 years, or maybe
yeah.
in that long term, he would not be able to come back that way in the team
Mm,
again, and he
mm,
would miss the World Cup throughout his career. That I
yeah.
played that great, but I could never win a World Cup. So these things matter, and because of this,
Yeah.
great players become in that way. So I'm just putting an example. It may sound cliche because even if he doesn't do well that way, but he would be successful in his career. On the other hand,
Mm-hmm.
like in normal example, if I take if I talk about the normal people, then also luck favors sometime. For example, take any exam, the competitive exam.
Mm,
Sometimes a person gets selected, he gets a
yes.
job, the others do
Yes.
not, even though
Yeah.
the one who did not get selection
Yeah.
was more talented.
Hmm.
So on the
True.
particular day, he got some maybe whatever he had studied, he got the kind of question and he competed on that basis. He accelerated, but
Mm,
overall he was not that good. So this way
mm,
luck favors, but of course luck favors the brave, only the brave. I mean, if
yes.
somebody is sitting just in the name of luck, that okay, if if it is destined, I would definitely
Mm,
become something great or achieve something great. Then definitely he won't get anything. Only those who are
mm,
continuous with their effort, who are working
mm.
hard, will be favored by luck at some point of time in their life.
Absolutely. That's so true. If we are waiting for somebody to come and save us or make our situations better, then we will be waiting all our lives. So it's better to take
Yeah,
matter into our own hands and try to strive for ourselves, right? So that is more practical. And you mentioned a very beautiful proverb, fortune favors the brave. That is so true.
right.
So how do you manage to keep up your resilience or strength? Because as far as I know you, you've been through your share of ups and downs, right? But even then, you've
Right.
never given up. You never quit. You still rise up and you try something new, try something different. You keep trying new things. So, what keeps you going?
Okay. And I would like to give two examples to make it pretty clear. The first thing is, I have always told you that I had a dream. That dream was to become cricketer. So cricket
I know
and
that.
then
That's
singing.
why I said you've been through
Yeah,
your, ups and downs. Yeah.
yeah. First,
What kept you
why
going
I'm
even
trying
after
to,
that?
yeah, why I'm trying to repeat it, because first I wanted to do this thing, and when I got to know that I would not be able to follow my dream, chase my dream because of certain reasons, then I tried to focus on study. I was doing great in that. To some extent, I did so good. But when I was not able to do good, or I used to think, what will happen? What will I become in my future? How will I manage? Something like that. Whenever I used to go through all this, I only used to think that since I couldn't chase my dream, it hardly matters what will I become. So I was so pessimistic that I used not to think about anything else, and I used to think that my life has already been over. So from that situation, when I started coming along, like no matter what or how I feel, I have a family, and at certain point of time, I will have to take care of some responsibilities. So when I started thinking this way, then I got some encouragement that I will have to set up a goal and then look forward to doing well in that. In those situations, yet again, I used to think that I have failed so many times. How would I be able to achieve something good or something which can make my life better, my lifestyle better? So, in that term, I realized that I should follow something which satisfies me. And then only I started focusing on teaching skills and I started working on these things. So, this is how I have shaped up myself, and these few things like cricket and singing are still there. Sometimes I used to think that even if I had not become that, maybe I would have be- so become so expert in that that I would have become coach in school or maybe music teacher at somewhere, and I would have been satisfied. But at this time, I think that I have to first think about reaching that spot from where I would be able to take up my responsibilities. And that is the main point why which keeps me going. And because of that, I'm continuously working on something with positiveness in mind.
That was really inspiring. That was seriously, it seemed like a motivational talk, to be honest.
Oh,
When you
uh,
started explaining your journey, you started from the point where everything transpired, right? And then
right.
uh, to this point, like everything that pushed you to give your best, it literally seemed like a motivational talk. So, really nice, Raj. Now I just want to
Oh,
end the
thank you.
session on a little lighter note. So every time we get our salary or fees or whatever at the end of the month, we have some plans, right? Okay, this month I'm going to buy this. I want to purchase this item for my house, for myself, whatever. What is that one thing that you want to purchase for yourself next month? What is that that's sitting in your shopping cart?
Uh, I don't know about next month, but in few days I would be purchasing that course which we were talking about last few days.
Oh, yes, the teaching certification courses.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, great. All right. Anything else? Anything more materialistic? Maybe a new t-shirt, or
If
any
I
new
talk about
electronic gadget?
materialistic,
Yeah.
uh, mm, yeah, I mean, a trip is about to be planned. Darjeeling trip in
Okay.
December last week. It has already been planned. We have to
Mhm.
uh, confirm tickets now so that we could
Darjeeling.
easily go. Yeah.
That's great. Darjeeling is a very beautiful place. It's quite scenic, and I think you're going this month only, right? So it's the winters,
Next.
so it will be even more breathtaking. So enjoy your
You're
vacation.
right.
And the best thing about going to Darjeeling is the entry. When you enter the place, it's surrounded by lush greenery. You will see these giant trees on both sides of the road. You will feel like you're in the middle of a movie shooting. It
Okay,
feels like
great.
that kind of a place. Yeah. So have you been
So
to
you have
Darjeeling before, or would this be your first time there?
the first. I mean, it would be the first time. And I
First
had
time.
explained it to you earlier. Like last year, we had decided to go there, but after uh, reaching
Yeah.
Siliguri, we changed the plan and we went to Gangtok. So
Okay.
we
Okay.
think we are thinking that this year we should cover that. And
Right.
you have
Darjeeling is
gone,
definitely worth
you have
visiting.
visited
Yeah,
there.
yeah, absolutely. I don't want to share a lot of details because I want you to go there with a clear mind and explore everything on your own. Because if I say, okay, this place you have to go, that place you have to go, this place is like this, I think it would kill the surprise, right? So
Yeah, of
please go,
course.
have fun. Yeah, but I can assure you that when you enter Darjeeling, it would be something that you are never going to forget because that view is just something else. It's on a different level. Okay. So
Yeah,
do let me know. I think we are going to have some sessions in the upcoming week also. So
definitely.
yeah, keep me updated about your
And
plans.
yeah, and before ending the session, I would like to
Hmm.
ask you about your first salary.
Okay.
When did you get that, and what did you do with that?
My first salary.
Yeah.
Okay, I received my first salary in the year 2017 when I started my career as a software engineer. And the first salary I remember very clearly. I think I spent pretty much all of it buying presents for my friends, my parents, especially my mom. I always had a dream to gift her one particular watch, all right, that I had
Okay.
seen a long time ago and that she had always wanted. So the first thing that I purchased was that. And yeah, I splurged on buying presents for my loved ones. But I did end
Oh,
up saving
great,
quite a bit
great,
of it.
great. So you had a handsome salary, the very first salary of
No,
your first
that
job.
was, I did not have proper planning. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I didn't have
Okay.
proper planning. The salary,
Yeah,
I
but
think I was a fresher as a software engineer. So you can imagine it's not a that great salary. It's not a
yeah,
handsome
of
salary.
course,
But I was so
of course,
excited,
yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't want to hold myself back. But from the
Right,
second
right.
month onwards, I became a bit more, careful about my spendings. That is when I started, planning. This much I'll spend on travel, this much I'll spend on food, rent,
Okay.
miscellaneous.
Yeah,
So from the second month, I became a planner.
great, great, great to know. But the first month salary, that the way you spent, that was awesome as
Yeah.
well.
Yes, yes, yes. I was ecstatic. I was like, my God, I'm not going to hold myself back. I'm going to splurge this time. So
Yeah,
that's how it
yeah,
was.
right.
Okay, great. So lovely question, and you spoke really well. I think there was a bit of issue from my side because of the lighting. As you noticed, the power
Yeah,
came on in the middle of the
well,
session.
let
So
me
yeah.
tell you, I mean,
Mm.
I have not been able to see your face on my from your side. I can see only the name written, Amen,
Oh
on
my
my
goodness.
screen.
I wonder
Yeah,
why.
but
I don't know. The video is on. The video has been
yeah,
on. Maybe you would be able to see it in the recording. I hope so. Fingers crossed.
yeah, of course, I know that, and that's why I did not
Yeah.
say anything.
Oh
In
God. If this
recording, I
happens,
will get. Yeah,
no problem. If this happens, you let us know immediately. It gets fixed if we rejoin. All right. So if it
yeah,
happens again, do let me know.
of
I'll
course,
rejoin and
but
it would be a yeah.
yeah, of course, but I would like to let you know why I did this. It is
Okay.
a great challenge for me. Like, you are talking to someone and you are not able to see anyone on the other side.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
it is a video call. It's like,
Mm.
if you have ever listened the actors, the way they act,
Yeah.
sometimes they are acting, they are talking with someone else, but
Mm-hmm.
there is no one on the other side. So both of them have recorded that session uh,
Yes.
alone, and after
Yes.
that, that had been merged and looked like they both are talking to each other. So that
Correct.
also
Correct.
went in my mind, and I
Oh, so you
thought
took it
of
up as a
completing this
challenge.
session. Of
Okay.
course.
Okay, okay. Impressed. I'm thoroughly impressed. And your speaking skills were excellent. I was a little bit rattled because of this electricity issue. At 11:30, the battery of my laptop it got completely drained. I was like, when is the power gonna come back? Because taking
Okay.
mobile from session, it's not
Yeah.
very conducive for me. But anyways, thank you so much for putting up with me. Thanks for your patience. I hope to see you again. Okay, take care, Raj.
Yeah, sure. Take care.
Thank you.
Have a nice
Thank
day. Bye.
you too.